All right, what up? What up? In the last stream where I ended, the game basically crashed right as I hit recover vessel. But the good news is I did get the money. I did get the contracts completed, and I did get the science. So we still need to make money, but I think I might have enough money to go ahead and upgrade the mission control. This will let me take more missions, but it does say the tracking station upgrade is required for flight planning, and I think that means maneuver nodes and patched. Yeah, so it says patched conics. So I think I upgrade this, I get patched conics. When I upgrade the mission control, I get maneuver nodes. That's how I think it works. But I do not have enough money for the tracking station. So what I'm going to do is run a couple more missions, see what I can come up with for the most money. So like the minimus flag, that's a good amount. I don't like these rendezvous to vessels and stuff like that. I'd rather get a rescue, because if you rescue somebody, you're rendezvousing vessels, like, by definition. So you kind of get that anyway. But anyway, let's see, what can we do here? Repair a satellite. The problem is without patch conics and maneuver nodes, really just patch conics and stuff like that, it's hard to do these rendezvous. So should we just run another freaking Minimus mission? Build an orbital station. Build an orbital station around Kerbin. Nah, that's not enough money. Yeah, I guess we just go back to Minimus. I'll go land on a different biome, get a whole nother whack of science. Okay. Oh, this is a good one. Okay, so gather... Okay, so get a... Okay, yeah. So we'll do plant flag on Minimus. That'll be 100-something thousand. Then we'll do gather the mystery goo from the surface of Minimus, and that's a whole nother, like, 160,000. So that'll be good money to get us going there. Whoa, and actually, you know what? That is all. That's enough to upgrade the tracking station. But I don't know how much my rocket costs, and if I don't want to get in a situation where I can't afford to buy a rocket. Oh, the game loaded fast that time. Or the VIB loaded fast. Okay. So we got this guy. This is a proven Minimus lander. But we don't want Bill. We want Bob. Save it? Okay. I don't know if it saves the crew, but whatever. Yeah, so we know this can go to Minimus. We need to land on Minimus, get Mystery Goo, come back. So we'll go ahead and knock that out. Let's go. Let's try to speed run this. Sideways too fast. We're gonna get into the thinner atmosphere and fix it. It'll be fine. There we go. I was kind of being a little aggressive on my my turn there. We do need to thrust up a little bit more to get into actual space. We're at 70k apoapsis now, which is space, but let's go 75 just for comfort factor. But luckily, we got a lot of horizontal velocity already, so our orbit is already pretty, I don't know, extended. Cool. I'm going to time accelerate up to the apoapsis. Or at least maybe like 30 seconds before the apoapsis. Alright, we are in space. And let's get into orbit. Falling back towards the atmosphere. That's okay. Once we get our orbit in place, we will jet on over to Minimus. Get a mystery goo sample for monies. And we're about to hit the atmosphere. But that's okay. Yep, we are now in the atmosphere. See what this looks like here. Yeah, we need to get some vertical velocity going. Yeah. That'll basically fix it. I think. I hope. We're going to find out. Let's time accelerate. See if this brings us back into space. Much vertical. We have 18. Okay, 19 meters a second. Okay, yeah, we're good. We're on the up part of the orbit now. So what will happen is, once we get to space, I can time accelerate fast to the apoapsis. Then, yeah, now we're gold. So the top of our apoapsis is 97 kilometers. Yep, perfect. Let's circularize. Oh yeah, now we're legitimately in orbit. And let's go to Minimus. We just gotta find Minimus. It's right there. So my tried and true method is just basically time accelerate until Minimus rises from the horizon, and then thrust up to its orbital distance. And then once you get out there, you might not get an encounter, so you kind of gotta fiddle with it and try to get an encounter. So we're going to time accelerate a little bit here. And we're going to... Where is Minimus? Okay. I can't see it, but I think we're good. So I'm just going to say this is probably good enough. Just go prograde. Until we got a 46.4 million apoapsis. And then we'll try to, when we're out there moving slowly in microgravity, basically correct it. So, see, Minimus is moving 274 meters a second sideways. Once we get out there, we'll probably be moving like 50, 60, 70 meters a second. So all you really got to do is kind of point in front of Minimus and lead it a little bit, and it doesn't take much. Oh, there's a stage used up. I've got to use my lander to make the transfer burn. That's a little bit embarrassing, but that's okay. Plenty of fuel on it. .4 is what we're going for. I'm looking up over here in Kerbal Flight Engineer, which is basically a mod that all it does is it gives you flight data. So you're not just guessing. Alright, so what we can do is deploy our antenna. There we go. We now have a link back to Kerbin. Indicated by the green line. And we're going to fly out here to Minimus. Obviously, we're going to miss it. We're going to fly above Minimus. So we're going to need to go south somewhat to get the encounter. Alright, so what would that be? Anti-normal? I'm not even sure. Yeah, south. See, my engine's barely on, and the orbit's changing that much. Trying to get that gray line next to the purple line, and hopefully that'll kind of be enough to where I'm in the same neighborhood as Minimus, and then its gravity will kind of suck me in, and then I'll be in good shape. Let's see how that does. It's pretty close. Just feathering the time acceleration. There we go. We go one step higher, and yeah, here it comes. It's looking good. I'm getting closer and closer to Minimus. There we are. We got the encounter. So what I'm going to do is get as close to Minimus as possible here at the halfway point of this encounter. And then kill my relative velocity, and Minimus will accept me as its child. Alright. I would like to land on the daylight side, so I might do a little bit of an orbital change here. Let's see, let's go anti-normal. kind of spin the orbit that way, kind of hula hoop it when you do anti-normal. So what I'm trying to do is just get one of the legs of the orbit to go over the daylight side, so I can land on the daylight side. It takes very minimal fuel to do that at this, because I'm only moving 16.8 meters a second. Okay. So that's how far I am from Minimus, but we are going to be a lot closer soon. We're coming in. So actually, what I'll do is go to periapsis, and I'll just go ahead and circularize my orbit. And then what I'll probably do is just go ahead and get a landing situation, but I need to do that on the other side. So I'm just going to bring the other side of the orbit in as close as possible. And then once I go up there, I'll make a maneuver to land. That's good. Oh, 8,000. Okay. Just orbit around the planet here. This is what it... Where'd it go? There we are. This is what it looks like. So we're flying around Minimus. Hopefully the sun will come up. That's what I tell myself every night. Hopefully the sun comes up tomorrow. Okay. We got sunlight. Now we can basically just land. Oh, we're at the poles. Why don't we land at the poles? That'll be fun. I don't have data from this biome yet. Switch it to surface mode. Let's see what it looks like on here. Well, I want to stay in the poles. I'm just going to kill my velocity and start falling. Got 13 meters. Here's my horizontal speed. It's almost nothing. So I'm just burning off my horizontal speed. Let's do that. Alright, we're moving very slowly horizontally, so we can just go ahead and time accelerate down to the surface. Because it would be actually like 18 minutes to do it without time acceleration. So we're falling down toward the poles of Minimus. Uh-oh. I might have fallen too far. Nah, we're good. What a view from the top of Minimus. Come in for a soft-ish landing. Oh, too soft. And we're there. We have landed on Minimus. So, what do? We gotta collect the science, the crew report, get the material bay, get the temperature, get the mystery goo. which is what one of our missions is. Log the pressure data. Alright. So now what we're going to do is EVA, do the EVA report. We're not going to click remove helmet. Collect that data. Collect all the data. There we go. And take the data, store the data. Now the last thing we gotta do is plant the flag, of course. Alright. We are on Minimus, planting a flag. Very cool. Call this the Minimus Pole. We're on the poles of Minimus. Alright, we cannot do much else. What we can do is fly back to our ship. And then what I'll do is I'll check out the Space Center and see if there's, since I just completed a mission, I'll see if there's another like Minimus related science. I see I completed the contract. So what I'll do is I'll go back to the Space Center, see if there's another contract that involves Minimus. Get the extra money. Alright, what do we got here? Oh, we got an Explore Eve. Fly by Eve. Return to Kerbin from a flyby of Eve. I might do that one. Yeah, there's no Minimus things I can do right now. But I might do that Explore Eve when I get back. Maybe a little tricky without maneuver nodes. Maybe I'll have maneuver nodes when I get back. Alright, anyway, speaking of going back, let's bring our little Kerbals home. Haha, okay. I loaded the ship and it bounced. It's kind of fun. Alright. We got plenty of fuel to make it home. Let's just go ahead and do some altitude. And then I mean, I can just tell I need to go that way. Basically, I just need to go this way. What I'm trying to do here is get rid of my orbital velocity around Kerbin. So I can just do that this way, and that'll do it. Let's do like 400 meters a second and call it. Alright. Let's just see what that does. So that's an escape trajectory. We'll see what that winds us up with. What is going on with my orbit, guys? This is weird. Okay, this is a bug. It still thinks I'm suborbital on Minimus. Or, I'm sorry, escape vector on Minimus. Freaking weird. Oh, there we go, there we go. That was actually a really good return trajectory that I made, just freestyling it. So, because my periapsis is, oh, shit, wrong way. 500 kilometers. We'll just bring it down. Oh good, it's on the daylight side too, I like that. I always like when it's on the daylight side. I'm gonna be a little more aggressive with this. I'm gonna go 20,000. And just see if that causes a problem or not. It shouldn't, but we'll see. Alright, let's fly towards Kerbin. Where is Kerbin? Trying to focus view on my thing, but it's not working. Where the heck is Kerbin? Oh, there we go. You see the moon orbiting there? That's kind of fun. Kerbin's getting bigger. Am I upside down? Kinda. Okay, there we go. Alright, we're about to pop into the atmosphere. Go ahead and put our antenna down. I want to see if I basically want to see if the lander module, of any of it burns up, burns off, that kind of thing. We're about to hit the atmosphere. And at 70,000, that's where you hit it. So, okay, we're in the atmosphere. Once we start getting some, fiery type stuff, I'm going to hit the engine. I'm just going to see if this can take the heat of a little bit steeper re-entry than last time. All right. Getting close. Sucking in the landing gear for heat purposes. I'm bailing. Yeah, that thing was about to explode. Don't need that drama. We're cruising. Yeah, that's a little bit of a too steep of a re-entry, I think, if you have extra stuff on your spaceship besides the command pod. So I'll probably keep it to, at least for my Minimus return, to like 30,000 in the future. Alright, we're good to parachute. There we go. It's always good not to be time accelerating when you impact the terrain, even if it's water. And we are safely on Kerbin. Do we need to do any ocean science? I don't think so. Oh, nice. I didn't need the pressure. Maybe I didn't do the ocean science yet. No, I got the mystery goo. Thermometer's hiding back there. Already had that. Alright, well, might as well just do the whole shebang. Get the crew report. Already have it. And that means I probably have the EVA report from my scuba diver here. Oh, okay, got it. Perfect. Alright, now we can recover a vessel and see how much science and money we have. Cool. 207 science earned, up to a total of 930. And 412,000 pesos. Cool. So, to do what I need to do, which is upgrade the mission control and the tracking station, looks like I need 450, so I'm a little short. I'll probably do the tracking station first so I can get the patched connects. Explore Eve. Golly. So you have to fly by Eve and return. Second. Alright, what do we got here? No, we just have to fly by Eve. What is that even worth the money? Actually, I'm going to call it right there. I'm going to stream a bit later tonight. I'm getting texts and stuff. Anyway, love y'all. Later.